Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Bison Workshop. I'm Bob, and today I'm going to make a part for the Benjamin Marauder Sam, and it's basically going to be a tool for this gun. This is the semi-automatic. Before we get started, are you having your Trump coffee? Because I'm getting ready to set mine down. But anyway, when you pull this back, when you go to clean your gun, you have to have two people to do it. You have to have one person to hold this open, because I don't think there's a way that it can be held. So to clean it and to get your rod down so you can see your patch and then back up, you want to go all the way through the barrel, not just to the bolt. So we got to hold this back. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to 3D print something that will actually slide in here and go up in there and keep that from moving. It's easily removed. So it'll just be a tool just to hold this bolt open. So I've got a few things that I need to do to this stock. Right in here, it was rough. I mean rough. You can see down inside the top right here how rough it is. This ain't nothing compared to what it was on this side. And I still couldn't get it all out because I didn't want to change the form. But I'm still going to work on it a little bit more and get that out of there and get it smooth. And I want to do the bottom side too. I also got these inserts. I'm not real sure I'm liking what they're doing. They feel like they're above the stock, so they're sharp on the edge. And what that tells me is when I'm taking this set screw and pressing it up against here, you can't do it very hard. You just barely tighten them things down. If you tighten them too hard, I would imagine that would act as a press. So presses are made out of lead screws, and all that is a mechanical lead screw right there. That set screw is. So when you tighten it up, it's going to put force on that and pull that up out of there. So you got to be careful with that. I don't know what glue they use to epoxy those in, or if they probably just pressed them in. I don't know. But I always thread wand it, and it usually does a pretty good job with a great big set screw. But they've already drilled that out too big for me to do that. So, but I'm going to file that down to the wood and refinish that at brass, because it's in pretty rough shape. And it'll be nice and polished and shined up. Other than that, I think that is a beautiful stock. It's got some roughness in it in places, but man, it's better than any of the stocks I have on any of my other guns. Mine's even got flaws. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to 3D print, just a piece, and I'll bring you over here and show you what I mean. Right underneath here, it's got a square piece that comes out, and it's got a lip right here. So there's a possibility that I can make something that will go up in there, that I have a little knob here on the side to put it up in there with, and have it so that it just goes in there and holds it open. It don't need to hold very much pressure. You know, it's not that much pressure. It's just a matter of holding it open. So we're going to make a tool to go in there and do that. Maybe a fork that goes up in there that's this long, that butts up against this breech and this slot right, or this lip right here, and have like a little knob or something sticking off the side. That might make 3D printing it a little difficult, but we'll see. I might put a threaded hole in it, like a block, make a block that will go up in there, and then put a screw hole in the side of it so I can put a handle on it. Who knows? But hell, we could probably make it look just like this. So you pull that back, insert that in there, and it would go up against this. Just make a key. It looks just like that. We'll see. Basically all it is a square with 2 round holes in it there to make the T, and then a block cut to size. Have to do some measuring because we got this slant right here that we got to worry about, so that's got to be incorporated in it, so I got to figure out angles and stuff like that. So we'll see. We might be able to get away with just making a circle on the bottom of it and be done with it. Like I said, it don't have to hold much pressure. So I'll get to drawing that up, and next thing we show is us test fitting the first one. Alright guys, so I'm printing a revised one. This one here, the only thing I had to do was shorten it a little bit right here, but this is the finished product, and we're working on getting the print right. But right now this one here works. This is going to be mine. Now it printed on the bed like that, so it had this overhang on it, but for what it's used for, you file that bottom and that thing will be nice. So I'm not worried about that. It actually gives it a texture. But anyway, when you want to clean your gun and on a semi-automatic rifle, you got to have a way to hold that back. So we've made this so that it goes up in there just like that. And it seems to work just fine. So now the bolt is held open. You can clean it. Once you're done, reach in there, pull that out, and put it back up in there. Just like that. So we just pull back, drop that down out of there, and we now have a tool for the Marauder Sam. And you've seen it first here on BisonAirRiflesandParts.com in Bison Workshop. We got another one we're getting ready to print because I had to shorten that and then put a little 45 here, or slanted it to make it a little pointed, so we still had a flat surface on the ends. But the one that's 3D printing now is this size, so I made it a little long the first time by about that much. So I just took the file and filed that off, and then I corrected it in the print. And once I get that to where I can take it right off of there and stick it in the gun that's done, then we'll have the print right. So guys, look for that to come up in the next day or so. I'm going to put one up for sale, and if it sells, it sells. So it'll probably be up there tomorrow, which would be, let me look and see what it would be. Let's look on the pooter. I was watching Survivor. Probably, yeah, it'll be up there tomorrow, Monday the 24th. So, but that is the Marauder Sam bolt tool, and I think that'll work just fine. So now I can clean my gun, which is what started all this to begin with. I said, you know what, let me make a part for this gun. So I made a tool to work for it. So now I can go and do what I was originally planning to do to begin with about 4 or 5 hours ago. So I just had to make a detour. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. You guys have a good one. And don't comment on my damn hair. I woke up this morning and mice in here so bad it eat all my hair off. So I guess mice didn't like my hair. Anyway, you guys have a good one. Later.